Hey guys, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. Today we're going to look at the competitive standalone expansion 2 to 4 player card game, Boss Monster, the next level. In Boss Monster, you take the role of the villain and you're designing a death trap dungeon full of treasures to lure and destroy heroes for their delicious souls. The first villain with 10 hero souls wins. Any villains that take 5 wounds from heroes dies. There are 4 types of cards in Boss Monster: heroes, spells, bosses, and rooms. Start the setup of the game by shuffling all cards separately except for the hero and epic hero cards. At the bottom of the hero card will be this icon showing you how many players it is designed for. So for this symbol over here, it is made for 4 players, 3 players, 2 players, and in all games, cards with stars are to be used. Once that is done, shuffle all the hero cards. Once all the cards have been shuffled, randomly deal 1 boss card to each player. Deal 5 room cards and 2 spell cards to each player as well. Let's discuss the 3 phases of Boss Monster. Before the first phase, there is the beginning of the turn where you reveal heroes and put them in town. You reveal heroes 1 per player. So in this simple situation of a 2-player game, you will draw 2 heroes from the standard hero deck. At this point, each player draws a room card from the room deck here. The first phase is called the build phase. Each player chooses a room to build in their dungeon and places it face down to the left of the last room placed or on top of an existing non-boss room. There are 2 types of rooms: ordinary with the silver backgrounds that can also be placed on top of any card, and advanced with the gold backgrounds that can be placed on top of a card with a matching treasure icon. In this situation, if you wanted to use the gold backed cards, you could use this card right here, the Dragon Graveyard, because it matches the symbol of the Ankh with the Werewolf Den right here. So this card could be placed on top of this card. The Brainsucker Queen would not be able to be placed on top of the Werewolf Den because it has a book symbol, and the Werewolf Den would need to have a book symbol there as well. Once all players have chosen rooms, simultaneously reveal them. The second phase is the bait phase. Heroes are greedy and are attracted to the dungeon with the most treasures, which is shown by the symbol to the top right of their card. When there are ties for treasure between 2 or more dungeons, the hero stays in town until the next bait phase and will only leave until a tie is broken. In this situation here, the player on the right will attract the mage hero right here because the mage is looking for books, and the player on the right has 2 books in total for treasures. The player on the left would attract the cleric because the ancient crypt and the cursed tomb has a double Ankh. The third phase is the adventure phase. In experience order, which is found on the boss card in the bottom left, heroes enter the dungeon 1 by 1. Each room has a damage value denoted by the black heart that depletes the hero's health value, which is denoted by the red heart on the hero card. If a hero's health is reduced to 0, the player places it face down in their scorekeeping pile. Each crystal on a card is a soul. If the hero makes it to the boss without dying, the player keeps the hero face up, which tracks how many wounds they've taken, denoted by the blood drop symbol in the bottom right. After the adventure phase, you enter cleanup, where you reactivate any deactivated rooms and check scorekeeping to see if anyone has 10 souls or 5 wounds. If no one has 1, we start at the beginning of the turn step again. The only other thing we haven't talked about today are the spell cards. At the bottom left of a spell, there will be one of 3 symbols: a hammer, an axe, or a hammer and an axe crisscrossed. These symbols tell the player at which phase they can cast the spell. Spells with the hammer symbol can only be cast during the build phase before the rooms are revealed. Spells with the axe symbol can only be cast during the adventure phase. Spells with the crisscrossed weapons can be cast either in the build phase or the adventure phase. And that is the setup and rules of Boss Monster: The Next Level. As you can see, it is a game with a quick setup and pretty straightforward rules that will appeal to any retro gamer. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like or comment. As always, check out my channel for other fun videos and my blog for a variety of articles on board games, photography, and other learning opportunities. As always, thank you for watching my videos on Night Knowledge, and see you next time.